Better not ask for nothing. You better not ask for nothing. You better not ask for nothing. You better not ask for nothing. Feeding you greatness, everything you need. Pull up to the table and fulfill you'll be. We got the last week for the culture and what's trending. Foolishness and friends, everything in between.
But y'all not listening when we say don't ask for nothing. Whatever you need,
anything, everything, all things,
you'll be fulfilled right here. Tune in, turn up.
Turn up. Turn up.
What's good, everyone? It's King. It's Moni. It's Jish. And this is We Have That at
Wow.
Okay.
You sounded like something from Sister Act. We was syncopated in rhythm.
Well, you know, I grew up on Sister Act, so
I love it. I will follow him. Follow him wherever he may go. There isn't an ocean too deep, a mountain so high it can keep
me away.
I'm thinking about
Oh, I will follow him forever.
Hold on, we doing the whole song. We doing the whole.
We just fed up. Fed up. Sorry, Jish. But we had a special request for a performance.
Did we?
I believe it.
Kimi, you don't know what I'm talking about?
We had a special before. No.
Squeeze me.
Now don't say Joshua did not make a. Now you Joshua, other Joshua.
Oh yes. What was that? What was the
Hold on, because I think I'm connected to the speaker right now. Oh yes.
One of your all-time favorites.
We some hair busters. I'ma knock them out for the love. I need the bang.
Hold on.
I need a bag.
So lyric, we some head busters.
We some hair busters. We gonna knock you out for the. I know the song. I believe.
You ready? Jeez, we about to do a whole thing. Get in where you fit in. Okay. We does this. Kimi, he said he wanted you on lead.
I'm ready.
Do you need it playing in the background?
No.
All right, go on then.
We some hair busters. We some hair busters. I'ma knock you out for the Lord. We some hair busters. We some hair busters. We gonna knock you out for the Lord.
We some hair busters. We some hair busters. We gonna knock you out for the Lord.
We some hair busters. We some hair busters. We gonna knock you out for the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Glory, glory, glory.
Hallelujah.
On a Tuesday.
Hallelujah.
Glory, glory.
If you don't love him now, hallelujah.
Moni, I got, listen, I'm trying to get into heaven. I got one ticket left. No.
Wait, no.
And it's torn. That ticket is torn.
This is the topic.
This
is a little segue topic right now. This topic came up before. Are the little things like this? Do you think God is in heaven looking like, I'm not letting them in?
Probably.
Like, does this little shit matter?
I don't
I'm a whole good human being dedicating my life to making this world a better place.
No, I like to think that guy has a sense of humor.
Me too. Because I'm funny and I think he's funny.
Okay, but what's funny?
Hallelujah! No.
Oh my God.
No more.
No, because the people that used to be falling out of church and I used to be on the sideline like, get your ass out.
First of all, I love church. Is like,
I love church. I like the choir.
I love it. And if it's
word.
a good, I went to a Baptist church growing up. If it is a good pastor and he really understands how to like I feel moved when I'm in there. I'm in tears. Like I enjoy being in there. If like I can receive a good word. It doesn't matter the religion or wherever it's coming from. I can receive a good word.
Yeah.
I like a good word. But I like a good choir too.
Yes.
I like a good choir.
Don't have some interpretive dancers in the front of the pews.
Oh yeah, praise dance.
Not your praise dancers.
Hallelujah.
Ski talk about the R's came out of nowhere. That's how they be though.
I love it. I think I wanna go to church this year.
This year? Okay, glory.
I haven't been in a long time.
Do y'all
I don't even go on Easter anymore.
Do y'all still feel the obligation to go to church?
I don't know. But I want to.
You want to go? That's good.
I do.
They be talking about going into heaven. He said, "Oh, you want to go? That's good."
COVID. Well, I'm just saying, with COVID, it's gonna be like you with the Grammys. It's gonna be like every other seat. Like
you crazy.
You're pretty much virtual now. You might as well just tap in your patch of virtual church.
I want to be in the Potter's house with my millionaire pastor.
No, I need to be shouting in person.
I need to be shouting in person.
In the flesh.
I mean, it don't matter to me. I do like a good choir in the flesh, though.
You feel moved when you're in the space.
But
there is something about being in the space.
The word can be virtual, but the choir, I need to be in person.
I remember one time my uncle was becoming. It was like his ceremony to become a pastor. And my cousin and I were in that pew. That man started speaking in tongues, and it got emotional. We was boo-hooing in that church.
Yeah.
Woo! It was a lot.
Melodies from heaven.
Melodies. No, don't get me started now. It's fine.
Go on now.
Is this our Sunday special that we getting into here?
No. I was about to say something. Okay.
I don't know about Jesus' past because
I grew up in the church a little bit.
A little bit.
My mama gave me the choice though. She'd be like, "Do you want to go to church?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." So then I'd be like, "No." but you know, I went to church. I know about church. I used to be in the play. I was Joshua. I fought the battle with Jericho. Like I always played him in the plays. Like, you know, I did a little here and there.
I was not a regular. I went to church with my grandmother when she lived here. When she moved away, that was kind of it. So I think she moved away when I was like 14, 15. But I used to go to church with her like almost every Sunday. I got baptized when I was like 9 or whatever.
Bye. Glory be.
I think I got baptized twice, but I don't remember. I remember maybe not. But I think I got baptized.
So you definitely getting in. Good.
I don't remember. I can't remember. I know I got baptized before, but I don't know if it was twice or not. But yeah, I used to be a little church boy a little bit, but no. Yeah.
No, it's not for you.
I mean, no, I'm I don't even like getting up going to work. I wish I could do what I do from home. Like, you know, being attached and paying a membership and doing all that is just like.
What is the first time?
You said paying a membership. You know what? That's something that I never forgot. When I became a member of the church and I was 9 years old, and I went up, you know, whatever, they gave me a box of dated envelopes, and that was for my size, the 10%. And every time I went, and I was hyped. I'm like, oh my God, let me get my 10%. Now I need an allowance because I don't have any money. So I'm like, you know, whatever my allowance is, I'm trying to calculate 10% and shit in the 4th grade. But I always thought that was weird though. Like, y'all brought me in and were like, here are these envelopes so you can give back. Like, damn. Pressure, no pressure.
You better take care of the pastor and his cattle.
Yeah. I mean, I give whatever. I get the whole point. So I ain't gonna be like, no, I'm keeping my money. Like, I get the whole point. I'm there. I'm about to go eat the you know, the fruit in the back at the end of the service. Like, whatever, you know.
Fruit. I want the fried chicken.
No, yeah, that too, the food too. But you know, sometimes they had a little fruit. You need something to just be hydrated from all the shouting.
You know how Jish eat.
I know.
I'm alive. No.
You got to take his to go because that ain't right for church.
He dibbles and dabbles. Takes a little here and there.
Hey, that's how I keep this figure.
Yeah, I mean, straight like that. Come on, shirt. Come on, shirt. We have that at home. We have that at home. Hey. Topic. What part of adult life surprised you the most?
Ooh. Sorry, man.
That's a good one.
I think that's so cute because I'm surprised by all this shit.
Yeah, for me, it's like getting older and seeing like the adults like as regular people and like everybody's still kids to me. Like,
But yeah, for me right now, it's identifying the children. Like, I'm my mama right now because what the fuck is y'all into, doing, think it's funny? Like, what?
Yeah, all that. It'd be like, y'all, like, yeah, I'm at that age where like, oh, the generation under me because I don't do that. Like,
I don't know. I feel like I'm 36 years old now. And I feel like
What structure?
I feel like now I know that like 36 and 40 really is not that old. And also like with adulthood, like I thought I was gonna get older and be free and be able to do whatever. There ain't no freedom. Like
it ain't no freedom still.
Ain't no freedom. Like
we are churning through.
I'm tied down by so many things. I mean, you have obviously more options, and you are.
I'm going to come up with I'm going to come up with the Keem's Free Yourself program.
Come on now.
The methodology of not giving a fuck.
Man, but you can only give, but you even. But listen,
the rest will follow.
Even that. You can only give so much of a less of a fuck because certain shit gotta shake. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be like, fuck this shit. Like certain shit you gotta do, like no matter what, unless you want to be out in the forest. Like that's what I hate. Like
unless
you want to be like living in the forest.
Real. There are people now making money all types of ways.
Unless you want to be living in
But you gotta do stuff to make. I'm just saying, like to be like fuck society or be like fuck, like literally be free. How we
people are making passive incomes. They're figuring out a way not to work and make money, like everywhere. That's all I'm seeing. Passive income. People are, you know what I'm saying, like buying houses and renting out rooms, or like.
That's what I'm saying, Moni. You miss what I'm saying. I'm saying that's still doing stuff. I'm talking about to be like. I don't want to do nothing. I don't even want to have to deal with money because I'm free. I want, like I said, in the forest. Like,
that's real free. Yeah.
Like not society. Like
that wasn't the type of free.
Now the freedom I want does involve money.
Yeah, mine too.
But I still don't want to fucking clock in nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to roll over and be like, bloop. Oh, okay. Bloop. Back to bed.
Beep.
If it ain't that simple, it's doing too much.
And I think that's like, wouldn't that be ideally the way like you would want to work? Like when I have the energy, I could go super hard, but when I don't, I want to chill. So I want to work when I have the energy, and when I don't,
no. When I have the energy, I want to be creative. I want to do stuff like that. I don't want to work still.
You're trying to be amused.
My energy goes to like, oh, I still gotta work and hustle. Like I want my energy to go to shit to like, you know, perfect yourself.
I like working though. Like I like the act of creating something. And you know what? I will never forget. My professor said this to me in college. It was like about writing papers. Because, you know, I was good at doing it, but I didn't like doing it. Mm-hmm. So she was like, you know, even if you don't like the process, she was like, don't think about like the process. It may not be good. Think about the outcome. Like the outcome is amazing. And after you do it, you feel like, you know, you've actually like earned it, worked for it. And like, I created this beautiful thing. So I do like working. And then like creating something in the end. Like my hobbies always used to be something creative where I would like have some sort of end project. So I started messing around with essential oils and making like products and stuff like that. Taught myself to knit and started making like, you know, things. Cause it's like you spend hours doing something and like, whoa, now I have a pair of gloves. Like that was always amazing to me. And then, you know, you learn how to design.
I like working with my hands. I like how I like to fix on stuff and, you know, tinker and tamper.
Not like fix on stuff. Ooh.
Yeah.
I like to tinker and tamper. Yeah.
We some head busters.
Skinny, what are you drinking? Because that little steam is enticing.
This is my immunity.
Okay.
Because that steam is steaming, okay?
My immunity tea and my peppermint tea.
All right, Mix.
Oh, peppermint tea.
All right, Mix. You better come through. We need a tea bar now. You can come get mixed tea cocktails.
I used to overdo it with the tea, but since they got with the caffeine and shit, but nah, be chilling.
If you do herbals, there's no caffeine.
No.
I like black tea. I'm like obsessed with black tea now. It's been a while.
The worst tea in the world.
No, it has flavor. It's so delicious. With a little bit of lemon, a little bit of honey, yo.
Well, that's why it has flavor.
I can believe that, man.
You put honey and lemon in it.
I mean, you don't do things to jazz up your tea? Stop.
My tea is very adult. There's nothing in it.
You don't add your tea?
Okay, don't shame me.
Mo be putting Nesquik in her tea.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, this is another. I'm glad we're talking about this. This is right on topic. Adulthood. So you think it's adult that you don't put nothing in your tea?
It's very
surprising. Adult, your palate changes.
I think about when my grandma used to make everything so nasty with no sugar, little sugar. And she's like, I already did it for you. And I'm like, this is nasty as shit. Pour that sugar jar in this whatever. And now I'm like, oh, that's too sweet. That's too sweet.
That's good though.
All the things. Body aches. Why does my body hurt first thing in the morning? Does it make sense?
I took a long walk this morning and right now I'm dragging this leg behind me.
You brave.
I'm like, this is crazy.
Yes, adulthood is shocking.
Yeah, adulthood, but it really. I'm just learning. I just feel like okay, I just thought I was gonna have it like at 19, like
And I'm like, yo, everything my mom said. When you paying for this shit, you gonna care about it.
I definitely see myself. I mimic my mama a lot. It'd be so funny. She like my grandma, like. And I be cracking up because I guess I'm certain, like, that's who I grew up watching. So it's like when it comes to
you know what? Genuinely, I didn't even think about this. You know what? Y'all brought this up, but really surprised me how much paper towel costs and how much like shit like that I thought magically appeared out of nowhere. Motherfucker will use a paper towel like it's nobody's business. That shit is expensive.
No. Money sound triggered.
It's so much money. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I got 5 sheets picking up.
I swear to hey Mo, you don't even know that's a TikTok, baby. You better just go.
You don't know, yo. Mom used to be like, how much damn?
Because that used to be me, and I'd be spilling shit. And I was a little chemist. I used to mix shit in there, and then I'd be drinking it to be nasty. I'm spilling shit. I used to mix orange juice and varnish. Like I was so fucking motherfucker. Like that.
Ruin up all the products.
She said, put all the paper. No, one thing my mama hated, she hated when my cousins came over and they used her decorative towels. Like, she would know, and they would always lie and say, like,
don't dry your motherfucking hands on these.
Yeah, she would be
for you.
She'd be so irritated. I used to be cracking up. All of something.
You know, I didn't put these towels out for you. You know that.
Yes, that's funny, but like, yeah, certain shit, my mama did not play about it. And I said, nah, I'm like kind of like the same way. Like, that shit's so funny. Like, take your shoes off at the door. What the fuck is that smell? Like. Mom was like that. That's how I be. You can't, mom. I be at work. People walking past. I be like, ooh. I hate my nose. It's like a damn.
Get back now, y'all.
For real.
Fact or cap?
Fact or cap?
Yeah, I like it. Black men are afraid of each other. Context: Azealia Banks, my best bitch, said, no, really, black men, why are you guys so afraid of one another? Why do you think killing one of your own is a badge of honor? You guys definitely aren't carrying guns to defend yourself from white men or police. You all are actually scared to death of white men and police. You're carrying guns to protect yourselves from one another. It's actually the most asinine logic ever. Why are black men, especially in hip hop, so scared of one another? Serious question.
I got a song for this.
Go ahead.
It's so cold in the deep.
What we got to do with this?
I was supposed to get sleep. She's singing about the violence.
It's other. Philly is violent.
Philly ain't violent.
I think they're all done. New York is violent. Detroit is violent. Chicago is violent.
Don't you do this.
California is violent.
Don't you do this.
Philly is motherfucking violent. We could talk to Meek Mill. Okay. Is he lying? Is he lying? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not from where he's from. But Yeah, the street violence is crazy.
How is he lying? Right. That's I think
I don't think that it's about fear of each other. I feel like once you come up like that, that's just how you're living. Like it's everybody's against each other and have something to prove.
I mean,
and then it's about a vendetta to get back at each other. That's why it's drive-bys.
But deep into it, there are like two emotions, two feelings, right? Love and fear. So we're not out. These men are not out in the street acting out of love. So like it's acting out of fear, whether it's anger, territory, because possession, whatever the fuck it is. Like you're scared of some point. And I think like the point that she's making is like, I feel weird saying niggas right now. Black men are not carrying guns. Black men are not carrying guns to shoot at white men who are attacking, harassing, stopping them from living their best lives, or the police who are actually killing them. They have guns to shoot other Black people. It's like, should we be acting out of a different place, or like place that anger, not to say go kill white people and police, but to place the anger where it belongs and like react appropriately, I guess.
I mean, you in the hood, you ain't carrying legally most of the time. But I'm saying,
it is. Like it's
a legal carry is to protect yourself against anybody and anything. Mm-hmm. And I still think that that's rare. You know what I'm saying? God forbid I don't ever come across a situation where I feel like I need a gun to protect myself. But I haven't had too many any experiences where I felt like that's the level of protection that I needed at that moment. Right. So, I mean, I get some people, they're licensed to carry because they like guns. That's what they do, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, outside of that, what do you need it for?
I mean, you gotta think about it though.
I need my brother Kalen up on here because he the one with that special dresser.
But listen, you gotta think about it. It's also like, okay, if you're a hustler or you're a drug dealer, then you're gonna have that for protection for that. You know what I'm saying? If you own a strip club, you the manager, you're probably gonna have protection. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but why? And this is like
the trap house, that's what I'm saying. That's all hood living. Outside of that, me walking down the street going to Cracker Barrel and Applebee's, what's the percentage of me needing to protect myself with a gun?
But I mean, that's what we're talking about. I feel like that we're talking about the guys that are in the street, right? I feel like, and this is also, again, a dial back. I feel like
that's just their life.
We keep going up and up and up and up and up and what people need, right? People used to fight, and then people got weapons, started stabbing each other. Then people got guns and started shooting each other. Next, people are going to have grenades and bombs, and like, it's just going to go up and up and up. I really feel like whatever. What happens after that? You know what I'm saying? It just gets worse. That's where we are in the world as well. The world, people used to have war and fight. Now people are not nobody's trying to get their body hurt. Now they have robots and drones or whatever and bombs. And
I mean, then everybody else got warfare. One.
So it's like, I don't know. How do you dial it back? It's just ultra violent. I think it's ultra violent. I don't think there's a need for anybody in the world to like have guns at all. Like, if you want to figure out a way to kill each other and be violent, like figure out some other way. I don't know. But like, this is too easy to take lives. I really do feel a way about like.
I mean, I think it's no more. I don't think
lives. I don't think that we have any that's you're not supposed to do that. Like, that's not your responsibility to like take somebody else's life away. And if you are in a common situation every day, and if there's like states where people carry guns, fucking Florida, everybody thinks they need to have a fucking gun. In Texas, and like it's the culture down there, right? Like, so the first time somebody makes you mad, you think it's okay for you to pull out your gun and shoot them. That's wild. That's wild that you think that it's okay for you to kill somebody at a fucking gas station because you didn't like, the interaction that y'all had.
And those situations have happened where there's arguments and the weaker guy pulled out a gun on somebody and just shot him cold-blooded. The guy wasn't even attacking him. And the guy ended up on the ground somehow and he lost his life in that moment.
I don't know. There's too many like people who you just shouldn't have a gun. Like, you just go sit down somewhere because like, no, you can't handle yourself no other way. And this is like different situations of like like people not in a street life or whatever, just going about their business in the Walmart, the gas station or whatever, like strapped, like for what?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
I mean, at the end of the day, I would say yes to having one because it's like, yeah, everybody else got one. Why wouldn't I have one? But as opposed to like, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, I don't think I'm that retarded. So it's like, I would use it would be used appropriately, and it would be definitely for protection against whoever, and that would include a cop. Like if it's me or you gotta go. Like I'm gonna die anyway. Like so, it's like
not you gotta go.
But I know for real. But it's like I mean, at the end of the day, it's like everybody else got one. So I think from a political standpoint, we definitely should have them. And then it's like in the hood, you want to protect your stuff and yourself and your family. So that's the way to protect it. I'm not gonna have unless you just a king of swords. Then it's like, why would I have a sword when everybody else got a gun? You know what I'm saying? Why would I have a knife? Just don't use a knife to a gun for it. But it is a lot of people who got guns because they're insecure and they're afraid and they can't fight. So it's like, but once again, I beat your ass and you know that. So it's like, you got a gun, so I can get one too. Like that's just what
I'm saying. It keeps building up and up and up, but it's like it needs to be dialed back. It's true. Nobody wants to fucking get fucked up.
Yes, I will.
Yeah. Let them know, Rich.
Imagine that's how people fought. Imagine that's how people fought. Like
what?
Taking their ass, like,
What? Money, what is wrong with you?
My mind, are you getting the
mind?
Stop unclicking my damn comment.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Y'all get
him. Jeesh be clicking them babies up off the John. I get it. You want to get the upper hand in some instances, but Lord, damn God. I seen this one boy he was about 350 coming up out his shoes trying to run and shoot and turn it. Sir, that ain't your truth.
I don't know. I just feel like everybody else got one. Why wouldn't I have one? Because if some shit shake,
no, but that's crazy.
Have you guys considered?
I'm not everybody's just following what everybody else is doing. Like,
now listen, the way I was brought up,
like Rich said,
you're not gonna have it. I'm not gonna just. I'm not one of them kids who you're not gonna see me on Facebook. You're not gonna see me in the video. Like I'm not that type of person. But for protection, it's gonna be on me. You're not gonna know or need to know unless you need to know. So it's like but it's now. But I know y'all probably referring to just more that generation that just like you said, wow, everybody died. But it's like I definitely have a gun because that's the world we live in. But it's just like be smart about it. Like that's how I feel about it. Just be smart about it. Like you don't need to be. Don't be violent. You don't need to. Everybody don't need to have it. Obviously, like in public, at the bar, if you going around to be with your family and shit, like, but like in your home, have it. Or if you do have it, you ain't gotta have it on your shoulder. You gotta be on Facebook with it like this. Like that's pointless. That adds to conflict.
All right. So Jeesh is having a gun in the house, not flaunting it. Kimi said, "What the fuck I need it for? That's not my life."
No, I've considered getting one.
Oh shit! Tell us about it.
I've considered getting one.
I didn't even get a chance to read it. You just be flipping them.
He be clicking up off them babies.
I'm not doing the damn whatchamacallit tonight.
Well, I can't see them, so somebody do it.
You can't control them. I've considered getting them because I've considered getting one, but
you in Philly.
But I'm not 100% there because I don't like them. They're scary to me. Like I've been around them. People have pulled them out unexpectedly. Just a few months ago, I was at my family house and a family member got up and the damn thing was hanging out her back. And I'm like, oh, y'all some gangsters up in this.
But you just gotta get. I think it's just about getting familiar with it. You take you a class. You could go to the range, like get familiar with it.
I'm too fucking shaky. Like I feel like I'm gonna be like,
no.
It's not like that. And that's the whole goal. Like it's not like that because a lot of people fear, and a lot of the fear comes from just not being familiar with it, not being comfortable with one. So it's like
the only thing I've seen related to a gun is killing, murder movies. Nothing good comes from it. So I guess that's why I'm uncomfortable around it.
Yeah,
but I get it. Like to have it in your house as a means of protection, I completely 100% understand, and I feel like that's the only capacity that I would have one.
Rich, you're not gonna do nothing, sir.
Ooh, excuse me, y'all.
Oh, that
Lord.
was a big. That was
Who
a big.
is that? Who's Rich? I know Rich.
You know Rich?
I don't know if y'all probably know Rich.
I'm having a mind fart right now.
Look, Mo really trying to think like Rich.
Richard.
We all know Rich.
I met like 5 guys named Rich recently. They're literally in my phone, like Rich, cute Rich.
What about now, Rich? Was that the name your mother gave you, or is that what the fellas call you, or that what you call yourself? Because you know, we met somebody named Bricks, and we just couldn't figure out if.
Yeah. So this is the rundown, okay? Again, all of my sentences start with, y'all know I mess around on the apps. So, mess around on the apps, met a guy. He said his name was Bricks. He was named after his father, whatever, blah, blah, blah. BRICKS, as in the bricks that people build with, that a young fella in the streets may sell. Okay, bricks. Now, I do not believe that that's the name that he was given at birth. Possible, unlikely, possible. So I talked to him, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Asked him, this is the name, blah, blah, blah. Yep, I was named after my father. Cool. Saw him, talked to him a little more, joking around. Hey, let me see your ID. Like, I don't believe you. Got pissed off, angry. This is like us first meeting up on a little date or whatever. He still took me out to eat. We sat there. He could barely look me in my eyes. Was like done talking to me. Like the vibe.
How early in the date did you ask for his ID for proof of his name?
We went to have coffee first.
Moni is so aggressive.
Let me see your ID, nigga.
Hey, yo, son.
No.
Show me your credentials.
No, stop. It's not even like that. Because it's not like that. And I don't want it to make it seem like that.
You were having coffee in a
everything was.
You were having coffee in Paris.
He obviously liked me, and then he's like, all right, let's go get something to eat. So we went to go walk to the restaurant. And then while we were walking, we were talking, whatever, and it came up. And I asked him, I'm like, no, I don't believe you. Like, let me see.
It came up because you still couldn't believe that Bricks
was his real name.
Was his name.
Because I'm not going anywhere and introducing him as Bricks if I don't believe that's his name. And if it was your name and you like me and we chilling, what's the big deal to pull out your
But
ID?
me talking to you right now has convinced me that this is his name.
Why?
Because why would he want to be Bricks?
Because it seems cool.
For a 2-year-old.
This is the level of corny that people be on,
Hey, yo, man, it's my fiance, Bricks.
So if y'all went on a date,
I need to know that name is on your ID before I introduce you to anybody. I'm not saying this is Bricks. Like what?
So you was never going to like the name, like his name.
I don't care. I like the name, but I need to know that's your name. Because to me, that's a nickname.
But Mo, but at the end of the day, it's like if somebody could say anything and not be their name or not, you wouldn't ask. If somebody if they would have said a regular name, you wouldn't have said, "Let me see your ID." So yeah, I would have been like, "No." Let me see.
What's the big deal? I feel like he was probably offended because he's been going through that for a lifetime.
So and at this point, you should just be used to it. Like, yo, this is me. Like, what's up?
Now he's probably annoyed of having to explain and prove. And
I don't know. I feel like if you like,
especially if that's his born name,
y'all got me messed up. Josh is a biblical name, actually, and it means the Lord of salvation. My bad. So that's not a white name. So it's a biblical name.
Joshua.
I was named by my grandmother. My mom wanted to name me Shonday, and my grandmother named me Joshua. Little fun fact about moi.
Hey, Sunday.
Don't start with me, Skinny.
That's Keen's favorite name, Shanzay.
How you gonna tell me what I know about the Lord?
Who is the Lord? Name 3 facts about the Lord, Jeesh.
He is me and I am him.
Jeesh is a PK. He know about the Lord.
I know about the Lord.
Name 3 facts. You gave 1. He is you and you are him.
He is salvation.
That's the same thing, bro.
No, it's not.
Who are some of his relatives? You
This
don't
is
even
why
know him.
Bricks was fed up with
What
your
miracles he
ass.
performed? What are his miracles?
His daddy was a carpenter. He walked on water. He turned water into wine. But that's not even what I was talking about. I'm talking about more of a spiritual
Moses
thing.
walked on water.
See?
I can't take y'all.
Rich, we probably even got the same religion. You probably Catholic or something. Rich is fucking what's that Roman Catholic.
So if somebody asked y'all for your ID for proof of the name, would y'all be offended?
Yes.
Even if I was offended, I'm going to show you because that's a small thing when getting to know a person. If I know I have an unusual name, what the fuck? Yo, that's really my name. Sorry,
Moni, that's in your opinion. How are you rating somebody?
100%.
How are you saying how this man should feel?
I'm not saying how he should feel.
And how are you? You are, and how are you saying that it's small? You're not him. You don't know his trauma that he's been through as Bricks.
Yes, Moni, you've been insensitive.
I'm good. Like,
okay, well that's cool. That's fair, but Moni, you're being insensitive because everybody react differently. Because some people, if I'm telling you the truth,
I'm tired of every time I say my name, people be like, "Coming to America."
I mean, as a man, all you have is your word. So it's like if I said what I said, essentially, like.
This is wild to me. I don't know you that
on
well.
On the first date.
The first date, you don't need to see my ID for my name.
You don't need to see my.
My name is Bricks today.
Well, listen. This is the person who I am. I asked for it. You got highly offended. If you're that sensitive, then we can't fuck around with each other. That's it. It was nice meeting you. Why?
What if that's the one thing now? What if that's his one thing?
Well, then
he can't.
And it was gonna come around. It was gonna be eventually. I'm sure it wasn't gonna be like you was.
What if that's his one
after
thing?
He fucked me and went about his business with his real name. Yes,
but don't fuck him.
That's what would have happened.
You ain't gotta fuck him. I wouldn't have fucked him.
If that's his real name, I mean, if that's the one thing he's sensitive about.
That's something that comes up all the time. That's
you didn't even. You should have seen. You should have felt it out. It shouldn't have been.
Yeah, that's like scheming. If I call you a liar or whatever, you ain't gonna be gun ho to be like, oh, let me prove to you I'm not lying. You're gonna be like, fuck you, or you're gonna be like, I ain't gotta prove nothing to you.
If you like somebody, why wouldn't you? What are you talking about? No. If I like you and you don't know me that well, and you're trying to get to know me, and you think something about me seems weird or strange or unbelievable, ask me the fuck about it. And if I have to show you a card to prove it to you, boom, that's it. Like it's not
right, but that's for you, Mo.
I know that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. For me. Okay. That's why I asked him, because I didn't think it was a big deal.
And then he was fed the hell up.
He like, oh hell no, hey yo.
Yeah, well, I'm offended. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck off the high horse. I'm good. Like.
And how many times did you ask him this from the time you guys were speaking? Started talking to going out?
I asked him one time when we were on the phone, and then when we got in person, that came up again, and I asked him again.
Okay.
It wasn't like I was running it into the ground. It was obviously in the back of my head. I didn't believe him.
And it was something that interests you because Bricks is what? Like,
that's not his name.
Did you try to look him up?
No. I didn't even get a last name.
I bet you he popped. His name is Bricks.
And it's so funny.
You don't need a last name.
His card. And I was like already done. So I'm like, it don't matter. But I should have looked at that card. Like,
is it an S at the end?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's his real name. It ain't even a Z.
Stop. Okay, that's fine.
It ain't even a Z. Like, why would he fake be Bricks?
Listen, because he was corny. That's why. There were several other corny things happening. I just feel like he gave me the vibe that first of all, to be honest, I knew he was going to have a negative reaction when I said it. I did. And I knew that was the type of person that he was. And I was like, I already didn't want to be involved with it. So I said it anyway, because I really did want to know. I was like, I don't want this to continue with me thinking that your name is Bricks and that's not your name. Like, I met somebody else and he told me it gave me a whole nickname. It was like a fucking gamer tag. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Oh, my full name is not something I need to give you up front at first. Your name? This is personal? I'm done. Like, no, people are crazy.
I don't know. In the world we live in, like, I know some people that could do some slick ass shit. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be quick to give you certain shit too, unless I feel comfortable. But it's to everybody's own discretion, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not, I definitely disagree, but
Send me a picture.
your viewpoint.
We're going to find his real
I'll
name.
send you a picture.
Your viewpoint is fair though, Moni, but don't ask me for my damn ID on my own. Don't ask me for nothing.
It wasn't like we met up to just, have sex or what. It wasn't like that. It's us sitting down and trying to get to know each other. And even so, he could have handled that shit differently. You know what? I feel very blah, 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 blah by you asking me for whatever. Anyway. He
started growling. He said,
pissed.
It's probably an insecurity of his that he's been dealing with his whole life.
Or he could have been lying though. I ain't gonna say that. Like you know what I'm saying? He could have been like, no, bitch.
He could have been upset. He could have been upset because
Rich, how about we bring you up here?
I can remember.
Homie.
Who the fuck is Rich?
Rich is one of my how you say dick suckers.
Oh, Rich.
Let's do a little more factor cap. That's the episode title. I don't like our followers. I love y'all. I'm just playing. Put up the poll. If you live with your partner, are you having sex with them every day? 80% said no. 20% said yes. And I was in the comments of like this little post reading, and I thought the girl was like, oh no, or I can't wait till I be in a relationship so I can have sex every day. And people are like, oh my God, wait till she finds out. And everybody's like, no way you're gonna have sex every day. That sounds tiring. That don't even sound fun. And I was like, yo, who are these people? So yeah,
so Moni want to have sex every day.
So is that what you feel?
I have lived with more than one partner, and it was different with both of them. But I'm with the everyday shit. Like, I definitely lived with my boyfriend, and we had sex every day. We were in the same house, and we had sex every day. That was the norm. And it was not tiring. It was not boring. Like, I was very shocked that people were like, no, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't think...
It don't.
Yeah, I'm not. Every damn day? Shit.
It don't.
Really? That's your feeling toward it?
Not every day.
Okay.
That'll be nice, but not every day.
And I'm not saying it was a long marathon section. I really started to think of like, it was like sex, like business and pleasure.
And what is healthy?
Say it again.
And good night, Rich. Good night, Rich.
Thanks for stopping by, Richie.
It's been fun. Cornage, what is healthy?
For me, every day is
healthy. No, it's about for me. It's every day for me.
What?
More than lunch and dinner.
I got to a point, like, it's not always like the long session or whatever. There was like business and pleasure sex. It was like business, like, yo, I miss you. I want to have, I need this right now. And then it was like, you know, the nights where we had the sessions or whatever. I don't know.
I'm not like, I don't know. Not every night.
You said it.
Because the way I see it, we both busy as hell. Like, so, like, some nights we just gonna come in and fall asleep. Some nights we just gonna be like, I gotta get up. I'm not at that point where I feel like we both need to be busy. So
Mo don't even sleep, so I get that for her life.
I have energy for the things I want to do. Like, if it's either when you get in that night or in the morning.
He said either in that night or in that whether it's in that night or that next
morning. When you're talking about morning breath and shit like that, I'm like, what? It's regular.
Mo from the Bronx.
Mo ready to mouth kiss with the morning breath.
You
and
always
it's 24.
With the aggression.
And it's the 24/7 sex. That's the end of it.
I want you to be a lady and get up while I'm knocked out. I want you to get up and run to the bathroom, sprucing up to get up and get up like you've been asleep the whole time.
No, you don't.
Yes,
no, you don't.
Really I like when people are like, when you get to know somebody like that, like, it's just, I don't know. I don't care about like it's
not the special connection of the morning through.
That's who you are. I mean, obviously, don't breathe into my mouth first thing in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not a big deal. It's not even a deal at all.
There's moments where I've kissed with morning breath, but it's not a normal practice for me.
But I'm talking shit because it's been times where it's like, yeah, but it's our morning breath ain't our fuckers are not barking. Like, yeah, but like. Yeah, I get
it. Do you test it? You say blow a little bit, baby.
No, I'm just saying, like, if it's strong, it's gonna be strong. Like shit, like.
Yeah, I ate onions last night.
No, I be very chill now.
I had onion garlic pizza. You may not. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. So, and then like most of the time, like I'm a motherfucker that I'm gonna do my shit in the morning and in the night. So my shit should be pretty decent. It might be a little stale, a little dry, but it ain't gonna be like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all right, but at the same time, like I ain't with all. It's okay, but like it's funny because I'm not into that, but
allegedly.
We want to laugh. What's funny? You got into that, but what?
Nothing. I'm just saying, like I don't want to probably come off like I'm being like a prude or like uppity because I'm not. I'm nasty, just not in that way.
Not every day.
It's okay.
That's what you mean? You're nasty, but not every day?
Not in that way.
What does that way mean? We're talking about daily.
I don't want the kiss morning funky breath.
Oh, okay.
Morning always look, nah.
No, we were talking about the daily sex.
24, the daily sex.
Oh, daily sex. No, I'm not with it. It would be cool, but I don't think it don't seem realistic. Not the type of life I live. Like, but it would be nice, but I don't see it happening.
And Keem said it's a no. That's not your life.
No.
What if that was your partner's life?
That's fine.
With it?
There's a lot of things that go on that's out of your control. You just have to go with the flow.
Like you be sleep like.
So, even if you're not down, I guess you got to be down.
Now, if we had windows of opportunity, I wouldn't be the one like, no, babe, we just did it yesterday. Like, put on the calendar, like, no, we just did it. We got
the days and hours.
Yeah, if you own me like that, then okay. But don't expect for me tired and worn from the day every day to be like.
Don't expect me.
Some days I'm gonna come in and be like.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are not. And
and it's okay. Like I'm not a AK-47. I'm a bazooka.
Oh please!
It's like a whole little army in that little tank, and they like
shut up.
And then it's like, so it ain't like a. It's like a.
So it shoots once a week, not every day.
You gotta get red back up. I gotta have dinner, and you know what I'm saying. First, again, rejuvenate a nap.
Do you have a different response time now?
When I was younger, I'd be like, but now it's like
back to back, really?
Yeah, but now I'm like, oh, I need a cigarette. I don't even smoke cigarettes. Like
how? Like, does it depend on like what's the situation is?
It definitely depends on the situation.
Okay.
It definitely depends on the situation. It definitely depends on when the last time I probably did it. All of that. How much energy I got. All of that.
Interesting.
Sometimes it's like pop, pop, pop. Sometimes it's like pop. Sometimes it's like.
Can you stop with
Sometimes it's pop, pop. Sometimes it's pop.
And sometimes it's like, because I just go crazy. Sometimes it's blank. Like, damn.
Oh my God.
I need to take a nap.
As a man, have you ever faked an orgasm?
Oh my God.
Yes. King?
If I go soft, it's just like, oh, I did it.
Not I did it.
We're done.
No, I never had that happen. No faking.
I did it.
I would feel offended by that.
By the faking?
Offended by faking it? Yeah, I mean, if I go soft,
you would never know.
You should be offended if I go soft.
I mean, I would be offended if you faked a fucking orgasm. People, you go soft. Like shit happens. I would like to know why. I'm not gonna automatically think.
We know you want to know, Bricks.
I'm like, baby, I love you, but it's definitely not me.
She said, I would like an explanation, but I don't really care.
It's like, nah. Like, it's not me, it's you. Ask him.
I'll be like, no, that's your dick.
I'm like, speaking to the mic.
Be me?
I'm like, speaking to the mic. Ask him.
I'm good over here. Okay. This river is flowing.
No, I'm talking shit. I don't know. It's just like whatever. I was, it happened before. Like I do all the time. I'm just like, okay, I'm over it. I'm a trip though. I'm really into I'm into myself.
Into yourself.
It's like Maya shouldn't have dropped that song when I was so young, because that shit is like, it's all about me. Now me, you need to enjoy me enjoying it. So if you ain't, so like you gonna get good too. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm enjoying it, you should get pleasure out of that. Like, so like, yeah. I'm a young king. This is how young kings. No, I'm gonna stop.
He said, if I'm getting pleasure, you should get enjoyment out of that.
It's life.
That's powerful.
We all into what we into.
That's powerful.
Yes. Okay, young king. And this last little topic, we could go on and do it.
Are y'all frizzled by that?
No.
Church fan.
Neyo says, we should never start sentences with Neyo says, but whatever.
We probably should.
Neyo says women should stop dancing to toxic music if they want to stop being called bitches. Fact or cat?
Well, I mean, like, toxic music?
What was the context though? Like, what was the context? We need context.
I don't know the context, but I think just in like that's a statement in general. Like, there's all types of music that are degrading to women that obviously are not pumping women up, calling them bitches, hoes, and all the types of freak shit, whatever. And he's saying if women stop dancing to this type of music, then like people will stop calling them bitches.
Wow.
I mean, he's sound like he disconnected from reality. That doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, if the music is good, the music is good. People aren't disgusted at the music. I mean, there's some people who, and I feel like that's regarding thug rap, but ain't nobody got no problem with Neyo singing his songs. He don't even make no music like that.
No, I don't think that's about him.
Neyo be crying. He ain't really made nothing like
and dancing to the song.
Whoop that trick. Like, he ain't made nothing like that, but like,
yeah.
Still,
I love her because she got her on.
That's even more why he should be like, what are you talking about, Neyo? Like, but I don't know what he wrote. He writes songs too though, so we had no telling what he didn't wrote. But like, Neyo, just shut up. Basically, like, honestly, it didn't make sense.
Yeah, I think that's two different things.
It I
mean, even if you're going out to the club, popping it, dropping it to the ground, that's not you walking around every day. That's you in the moment enjoying life.
Right. And I also think like that's like,
and even in that moment, you don't want to be referred to as that.
Yeah, that's like victim blaming sort of shit. It's because like,
that's
but you want the people who are being called bitches to stop dancing to the shit that's calling them bitches, but you're not mad at the people who are actually calling them bitches. Like,
right.
Like, if you're gonna be mad at somebody, tell the rappers to stop making music calling these women bitches. Like, that's the point.
And Neyo, you done had bitches in your videos.
That don't go together.
That's mad funny. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, mad bitches in your video.
Like, for real, you have bitches in your video, like dancing.
You can't call them hoes by nothing else.
All right. Like, when you see geese, you say, look at them geese. Like, these are my bitches. Nah.
Funny.
Look at them geese.
There was somebody say that on the internet. I can't think of who it was.
But I think that mentality is always so weird. It's like women dancing to the music is not keeping the music in business. Like,
Right.
if you like the music and the music has a good ass beat to it, and if you would dance to it, people are gonna dance to it because that's the music of our culture and we grew up on it. Like, I like hip hop. It's crazy sometimes, but it's also art. Like, you have to respect that part of it. This is art. If there was a painting with some wild shit on it, you would appreciate it for the artistic value of it and not necessarily the subject matter, right? The subject matter, that's the thing about art. The subject matter may not be something you jive with or like or whatever, but the actual artistic talent is something valuable. I always compare hip hop to the book Lolita by the Russian author. It's a book about an old man in love with a young girl. It's basically a fucking molestation book or whatever. He's obsessed with her and he just talks about her the whole time. It's really creepy, but the book is so well written. While you're reading it, it's cringy, but it's so well done. And like, that's the example that I keep. Like, he literally wrote about an old 90-year-old man obsessed with like a 12-year-old girl or something like that. And that's the whole book, about his rumination in his mind, going through like these scenarios of having her and possessing her, right? Gross.
At 90?
It's gross, but like a well-crafted book. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. And that's the comparison. I feel like hip hop needs that sort of respect with everything. Content, subject matter, it is what it is. This is the person's experience. This is what they want to like rap about. What, like, let's talk about like the artistic, the talent behind like that subject matter.
I just think it's dumb to project or be like, oh, this person listens to that, so they must be like that, or they must support this, and they support that. Like, even though music is very influential, and like you do have to watch what you intake after, like especially when you're younger and you're coming up. But it's like, as an adult on my way to work, listening to rap music, like I'm about to go into work and kill somebody because I'm listening to whoever. Like, that's dumb. Right. So it's like you can't. I enjoy the music. I enjoy, like you said, it's a culture behind it. It's something that you don't understand. Essentially, anybody who even speaks like that usually don't even have a right to speak on it, really, because it's like you don't know nothing about it. You don't come from it. It's the same way I don't know shit that you come from. Like, I don't get why y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same way y'all do We Are the Champion, we do motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, Geeked Up or whatever. Like, whatever y'all hood as anthem is. Like, bam. I feel like when it comes to that, so yeah, basically we all saying the same thing. Like, yeah, you can't judge somebody based on what they do.
It's two different.
Though it is influential, and I feel like from a political standpoint, you know, when you're talking about, you know, media and all that stuff, you have to be careful what you put out there, because it is kids and young people, and you kind of are responsible for that in a way, just because it's art and you put it out there. You are influential. The same way you put on something and we want to wear it, the same way you saying something that we essentially want to live that lifestyle too, or want to, you know what I'm saying, experience it. So it's like, you have to take some accountability as an artist when you putting certain shit out there, but it's of course not solely on you. But
you're right.
I believe the opposite. I feel like people who make art should make art.
Yeah, it's a reflection. Everybody responsible. As a society, we all responsible. It's like we like, okay, people hate gay people, but it's like, okay, like, these are your family members. These are people that you grew up with. These are people that you raised. These are people that you know and love. So it's like, okay, what? Like,
and they don't fuck with them hoes either.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. It is weird, but we all accountable for like society. So it's like the same way. So it's like this is the same way you at a family reunion and it's a gay family member. The same way every part of a movie you want to have that they want to be represented, or if music it want to be like everybody wants that be represented, because in real life, so it's like art imitating life or life imitating art. I think that's so real, because it's like we get mad at the artist, but they're just telling the truth blatantly. You mad at it, that means you need to do some self-reflection, or you need to do some, you know what I'm saying, be more self-aware, because you offended by something and you need to check into that, because
something that's really happening.
That's really happening.
Experience, yeah.
Y'all hate thug rap, but this is real life for a lot of people. Y'all hate young kids doing drugs, but they really are in their parents in their parents mansion in their bedroom, locking the door, depressed and doing drugs. Like, this is their life. Like, you don't know nothing about it, but it's like this is their life. So I feel like when it comes to art, people should be free to do it, because it's telling the truth blatantly. No matter how we feel about it when we receive it, it's the truth. It's life. Somebody's life. Many people's life. Like, period. And on that note, no.
And that's the Bible for you.
See what I see when you look into my life.
Hey.
Peace.